Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James, and I am delighted to be here with you tonight. I just got done with a phenomenal meditation over at Inspiritus Alchemy. It's an incredible place that I've been blessed to find. The owners, Gina and Joe, are really wonderful people, and I've been going there every Monday night for meditations, and then they had a Shabbat ceremony tonight, which was really good. So I got to connect with some really positive, wonderful people, and now I'm going to share that love with you. That's always my goal. So whenever I am able to connect with loving, kind, compassionate people, and when I feel that perfect love and peace within me, I bring it out into the world and I share it with all of you. This is the holiday season, right? The holidays can be stressful. It can be difficult to run around and buy all the presents you need to for everyone and get all the cards and decorations and food and it's always a trying time for many of us. But at the end of the day, hopefully, we can all get together and have a wonderful holiday season. That's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna really deep dive into some slow breathing, and we're gonna focus on the foundational level of reality, that essence being pure love. We're gonna go into that Christ-like energy of love, into that pure oneness, and we're just gonna exist there. We're gonna exist there from a state of non-duality, a state of perfect monism. We're gonna reside there, and we're gonna feel that love. Ignorant, hey man, good to see you. How are you doing? And look, we got JT Farms here. Hello, JT. How's everything going with you? Have you fully recovered from COVID yet? I know it was you weren't having like the most intense symptoms, but still, COVID is COVID, and it's something to be concerned with. I've been a little bit under the weather. Actually, I was very under the weather yesterday. So I'm finally feeling much better today. Oh, you're good. Nice. Cool. Well, I'm grateful that you're here with me. I'm grateful that you're here and that you're going to be able to participate in this meditation tonight. It's fucking cold here, JT. But I'm from Chicago. We're used to things being cold. But it is damn cold. Let's put it this way: I can't open my windows are all frozen shut. I can't open my sliding doors. I can't open my windows. Everything is shut. The ice is on the inside. When the ice permeates to the inside of the window, you know it's cold, and that's where we're currently at. There's snow out. Everyone's freaking out because that's what people do. Everyone's afraid, but people from Chicago, we're used to this. We're used to cold weather in winter. That's just how it goes. I'd like to be able to open my window and let some fresh air in, but I can't. So no big deal. Instead, we're gonna go inside to the place of warmth and love in our inner beings, and we're going to reside there. We don't need to be externally validated, for our temperature. We have an internal thermostat, and you turn the heat on in your home, but most importantly, you go within to that place of warmth and love in your heart chakra, and that's what it's about. So let's see. JT, you say you've been watching the weather on the news. Seems crazy in your part of the USA. It is, everyone freaks out about a little bit of cold. Like I was supposed to work yesterday, and they shut down the school that I was working at. And it's, I don't know. They make, how news is. They like to sensationalize everything. It's just a little bit of snow. I was out driving around yesterday. It was no problem. All you do is you drive a little slower. You be a little more careful. You drive slower. You're more careful. You realize that everyone is going to be slipping around, and that's how it is. Hey, we have Eartha Mama. How's it going, friend? Good to see you. Welcome in. Grateful to be here, Agni. Well, I'm grateful to have you here. Super grateful. This is a place of peace and relaxation, and we're going to be diving into a de-stressing, deep dive meditation pretty soon. And hopefully, we'll all be able to, let some of that holiday stress evaporate and realize what's truly important, which is the love and joy within us, right? And sharing that love and joy with the people around us, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what matters, right? Some people say it's just our internal love that matters, but we need to have that internal love such that we can actually share it with those around us, right? And look who we got here. Volka Samastu Sakina Bhavantu. Hey, friend. Good to see you, man. How's it going? How's everything going with you? I hope you're having a good holiday season, a good winter season. Let's see. You say thank you for whoever gifted you the anonymous gift sub. Yeah. I mean, we've been having a lot of anonymous gift subs lately, and that's pretty cool, And then we've been having people that are getting subs that are like super super excited, and that's good. I like to. It makes me makes me feel appreciated, especially in the holidays, when people come in and donate subs. So so thank you. Yeah, someone donated 5 anonymous subs the other day. So whoever did that, thank you so much. It's definitely appreciated. And I hope all is well with whoever that was. Loco Samasto Sakinu Ivanto, you say it's going great. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, everything is going good. Like I was just saying, we had a Shabbat ceremony tonight, and I went to that at this place called Inspiritus Alchemy, and it's a beauty salon by day, but it's a holistic center by night. And it's pretty cool. Their upstairs room, it's like a meditation / yoga room, and Gina runs the show there, and it's just beautiful and gorgeous, and she's really in tune with the divine, and so I got to hang out there and spend spend some time with them and a bunch of other people that have that positive love in them and that want to share that with others. So I always walk out of there feeling so good. You ever just hang around someone and they're like really positive, and you leave and you feel really good. Like everyone there is like that. Everyone there is just such a wonderful positive or such wonderful positive human beings, and you just walk out of there feeling great, feeling optimistic, feeling hopeful about the future. It's a good crew. Roko Hemda, how you doing, friend? Roko Hemda has been my friend since I was 5 years old. That's saying something, man. We've been friends for a long, long time. He's a real good dude. He's a real good dude. Maybe I'm talking him up a little bit. Maybe he's just like a decent guy. I don't know. But he's put up with me for all this time, so that's kind of cool, right? Roko Hemda, how was your walk to work today? I know you said you weren't going to drive because of the snow. So you're going to walk to the train station. How'd that go? That seems a little ridiculous to me because I was out driving around and my car's lighter than yours, so it doesn't. You just got to be a little more careful. But you enjoy the cold weather. You always have. So maybe it was probably something you wanted to experience. Let's see. All right, Rokohemda, you say good, but the storm froze all the house pipes. Yeah, that can happen, right? That's one of the great pleasures of owning a home in freezing cold weather, right? Your pipes get frozen sometimes, right? Things happen. Weird things happen like that, right? So, what do you do in a situation like that? You just got to wait it out. Like I don't even know what the situation is. Hey, William Montgomery, thank you so much for the follow. My name is Agni James, and I primarily stream guided meditations here on Twitch. Welcome in. I also am a chess instructor IRL, so I do chess streams on here. And you want to play chess? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight. If I do, we'll definitely play. Yeah. And then I also do. I have a master's in philosophy, so I do philosophy streams, and we do philosophy discussions as well. I don't know if you're into philosophy at all, but yeah, welcome in. We're definitely going to be doing the meditation first, though. Which is good because in the holiday season, people are all get all worked up. Very very few people cruise through the holiday season in a very calm fashion, right? Everyone's running around trying to get last minute gifts, and the lines are always crazy, and people are always stressed out. So I feel like the world needs a little de-stress tonight. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's see. Rokahemda, you say I did the main ones, but forgot the upper floor. JT. Oh, with the hair dryer, huh? You forgot to do the upper floor. Yeah. Well, then the pipes are gonna freeze. That can happen, right? Rokahemda, good. You said you drove. All right, good. Yeah, I'm glad that you drove, man. The roads weren't that bad today, dude. Everyone freaks out when there's a little bit of snow. They make up these names, for like a polar vortex we had a few years ago, and then I don't even know what were they calling it, like an ice hurricane or something crazy like that this time, something like that. But it's just a little snow. I mean, human beings have been dealing with a little bit of snow since the beginning of time, since the beginning of humanity, right? It's not like this is something new. Some people have snow year round, right? Some people live in some or close to it, right? If you live in a really cold region, I mean, that's just how it goes, right? I live in Chicago where we have, snow just in winter, but like it's not really, you just get used to it, I can't open my windows right now, but like is that the end of the world? No. I mean, I was out driving around, everything's fine, roads are fine. We persevere. That's one of the that's part of our nature, right? All right, let's see. Where else are we in chat? William Montgomery. Do you play? By the way, do you play a lot of chess? Like, tell me about your chess experience. Are you a rated player? Do you just like to play for fun? I'm always interested because a lot of people come to these streams for chess. Some people come most people come for the meditations. Some people come just for chat, and then we have philosophers that come in here too and want to discuss philosophy. I also do readings from the Tao Te Ching. I do readings from Grimm's fairy tales, which is a nice twist. I'm kind of like a variety streamer with the main focus being guided meditations. Let's see. Rokahemda, you say you treat your plumbers well, so they will be here at 7. You're nice to your plumbers. That's a good move. If you're nice to people, they tend to help you out more, right? Than someone who's not nice to you, right? It pays to make your plumbers coffee and lunch. You make your plumbers coffee and lunch. Yeah, dude. If you're a plumber, if I was a plumber and I was visiting someone's house and they were making me coffee and lunch, I'd be more inclined to give them first. To give them service, when things went down ahead of other people. Absolutely. Rokahemda, you say Parmenides wants out, Jimbo. Well, you didn't do the redemption, man. You have to redeem your channel points. Parmenides, by the way, those of you who don't know, Parmenides is my cat, and I have a channel redemption for Parmenides makes an appearance, and then I bring her out here and show my beautiful cat to the world. She's an awesome cat. She's a philosopher cat, and she's named after my favorite philosopher, who's a pre-Socratic philosopher, meaning he came before Socrates, right? Hence pre-Socratic, right? And he is Parmenides. And Parmenides believed that anything that moves or changes is not real, and that only that which is unchanging and immutable is true. So basically, everything within this world of sensory experience is fiction from the context of eternity. He understood that within this illusory world that things appear real, and we have to live as if things are real. But from the greater picture, from the greater scope, from the context of eternity, he didn't believe any of those things were real, right? Some of you might have heard of Zeno's paradoxes. Well, Zeno of Elea was one of his students, actually. And Zeno made mathematical paradoxes to try to support Parmenides' theories, right? And some of them, one of them in particular, didn't get disproven until the invention of calculus. So it was like 2,000 years no one could disprove one of Zeno's paradoxes, which is pretty awesome, right? If you come up with a paradox that can't be refuted for that long, right? Okay, Rokahemda, you say you look at it this way: these guys are doing work you can't do. Should I be a prick to them or treat them as guests? Yeah, I mean, you treat people with respect, but not just because they're helping you out. You treat them with respect because they're human beings, right? And they're worthy of respect. All human beings are worthy of divine love and kindness, and that's what we need to share with the world. When we don't share that, when we're rude and insulting to people and exhibit insolent behavior, I mean, then we're not being true to ourselves, and we're not being helpful, right? We're not making the world a better place. And at the end of the day, like, we want to improve the state of affairs in the world, right? This is not the kind of situation, not the kind of place where we want everyone to be hostile towards each other, right? We don't want to be warring. We don't want to be in a situation like Russia and Ukraine right now, right? Where you got some madman, trying to kill everyone. Okay, there it is. JT Farms Redeemed Parmenides makes an appearance. All right, I got to go get the cat. Here we go. She's not going to be happy, though. She might not be happy. Let's do this, though. Good kid. Here we go. And here's Parmenides. Say hi to the camera. She is a philosopher cat. She knows much about she knows much about philosophy. She's not thrilled to be here right now. Parmenides, what do you have to say? What words of wisdom you have to say to the audience? Dude, easy. Come on. Take it easy, kitty. Here. What do you have to say to everyone? Say hi. She tolerates me. She's a good cat, right? Good kitty. Can you meow for everyone? Meow. Oh. Yeah, what a good. She is precious, Eartha Mama, isn't she? She's a good kitty. Yes, she is. She's a long hair cat. Here. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, look at this kitty. She's a big fur ball. Big fur ball. Yeah, come on, good job. You did it. She did it. Yeah, and she didn't go too crazy. Sometimes she goes really crazy. There was once a shirtless redemption, and then there was a Parmenides makes an appearance on top of that, and so she was on my neck, and she started drawing blood. That was not my favorite stream. It made for good content. But I'm also allergic to her, which is kind of crazy. So hold on, I gotta go wash my hands actually because I'm allergic to her. So give me a second. All right, there we go. And maybe I should have some light on to start. If I'm not starting the meditation, I should have a little light on to start. Let's see. What's everyone talking about? What's all the rage about? Yeah, she's a good cat. She looks like Patches. Patches was my first cat, the first cat I ever owned. She does look a little bit like Patches, but Patches had more orange in her fur, and this cat's a long-haired cat. Patches was not a long-haired cat. Yeah, so that's Parmenides. Her and I have very intense philosophical discussions where she bites my face sometimes. If she loses the debate. All right, Brokerham, do you say that cat is barely tolerating anything? She tolerates me. She tolerates me. Now we actually just had a good session earlier. She was running around having fun. chasing some strings I had, and some cat toys. She's a good cat. You got to spend time with your animals, right? I don't know if you have a dog or a cat, but it's important to spend time with your animals. It's just one of those things. Oh man. Ooh, I like that. Loka Samasta Sukina Buvanto. I like that emote. Nice. Yeah. Sophic 8 cat. Yeah, cats are cool. They're cool creatures. They all have their unique personality. Like no two cats are the same, right? I mean, sure, some cats are more cuddly and whatnot, and some cats are more skittish. You'll get the cat that just hides under the bed all day. You'll get the cat that's wants to sit on your lap all day, right? And then you'll get the cat that will attack you all day, right? But all cats are pretty interesting. They're cool creatures. Okay, all right. Let's see. JT, you say animal therapy is the best kind of therapy. It is. Animal therapy is pretty cool, actually. Yeah, animals can be super therapeutic. They help people with PTSD a lot. They help people with calm down, right? You'll see someone walk in with an animal, into a place where typically an animal will not be allowed, right? And it's like, oh, I have PTSD. I'm gonna bring my huge dog in here, and it will help me, right? And it's pretty cool. I think it's awesome. And then everyone's excited. Everyone around is like, oh, cool. There's pets in this, in this hospital, or there's pets in this grocery store. And it's always kind of neat, right? But you can't just go up to someone and start petting their pet, right? You always have to ask. I have a friend that has made it her mission in life to teach everyone on the planet that you don't just walk up to someone's dog and start petting them. She's she really does not like that. It's like a big no-no in her world. And I guess I know that's etiquette, but I don't know. Sometimes I wonder though, what if the owner is allowing the dog to walk up to you, right? Where do you draw the line? If the owner's allowing the dog to walk up to you and sniff your leg and are you allowed to pet it then? If the owner's sitting there standing there smiling, holding the dog by the leash, and the dog is sniffing your leg, then are you allowed, or do you still have to ask for permission? That's kind of where I'm a little fuzzy about it, because I don't know. Some people are one way, some people are the other way. Let's see. Roko, you say, yeah, JT, until you get the person who has emotion support cockroaches. Emotion support cockroaches. Yeah, I know, right? That's funny. Hey, Nope Just Evil's here, man. You say Evolve. Happy holidays. Well, happy holidays to you, but hey, what's up with the new name? I mean, you're a Nope Just Evil 91 now. I got to make sure this isn't someone masquerading as you. So what can you say? What can you say, man, to get me to know that it's the authentic you and not just someone masquerading as you? Because I have that every now and then. I have someone, try to trick me into thinking there's someone else. They'll come up with a name that's very similar, but not not the same person. Nope to Evil, you say yeah, Val, happy holidays. Yep, and Gorguts. Yeah, Gorguts is one of my favorite bands. Those guys are badass, man. And this album, by the way, check out this. Here, look at this shirt. This is what I'm all about. This is Buddhist metal. How many Buddhist heavy metal bands are there, right? Not many. The name of this album is Colored Sands, and it's one of the hardest albums out there, but it's intense. It's so powerful, man, and they espouse ideas from Buddhism throughout the album, right? I mean, it's cool that when you can see two things. I love combining things that typically don't go together, right? Like heavy metal and Buddhism, right? Those are things that you typically wouldn't combine, right? But they do it, right? So I represent them, and I think that's a cool thing. You say Colored Sands was dope. Oh yeah, it's a great album. And I don't know if you heard their newest release, Pleiades Dust. That came out fairly recently, and that's another solid album. Gorguts is great, man. And they still tour every now and then, which is pretty cool. They're from Canada, if I recall. They're just solid. They're heavy, they're solid, but they're also deep. I like metal that's deep, and that's what you want. You want metal you don't want metal that's just go kill everyone, blah blah blah. blah blah blah. You want metal that's like actually like penetrating and deep and like is getting you to think about things and maybe question some things, right? And that's kind of what metal does. It kind of shakes you out of your the current mindset you're in, the current paradigm you exist in. If it's good metal, right? If it's just like shallow like nonsense, then it's not going to do much, right? Let's see. Nope. You say Tay stole your phone. Was in other people's chat. It's definitely okay. It's definitely you. All right. Yeah, I believe you, man. I believe you. I mean, yeah. If you know about colored sands, it's you, man. It's you. How is Taylor doing? Why'd she steal your phone? Why'd she steal your phone, man? Like, what's going on here? She can't steal your phone. All right. Rokham, you're saying you're not kidding. She had a jar of cockroaches. She had a jar of cockroaches in a jar in her purse, and then spills it out during rut hours, during something hours. So like cockroaches were really her therapy pet. Is that even? Is that possible? So here's the thing about Rokohemda, like 61.37% of everything he says is just a fabrication. It's not. It doesn't link with reality. So I never know. I mean, he's been my friend since I was 5, and I still don't know like what's reality with him. He's talking about someone that has a therapy animal and their therapy animal is a jar of cockroaches. I mean, do cockroaches really give you comfort? I mean, maybe to someone, but I don't know. Eartha Mama, you say you sometimes find yourself saying hi to the dog rather than a human. Yeah, I do too, right? I do too. Like sometimes it's like I don't even want to talk to the human. It's like, oh, I've talked with enough humans today. It's like, hey dog, how's it going? How you doing? And then the humans just standing there like silent, and they look sad that I'm not talking to them. It's kind of funny, right? All right. Rokohemda, you say JT, she didn't tell anybody until 100 cockroaches fell out of her purse during rush hour in Washington, D.C. Now that's intense. To unleash 100 cockroaches on someone, I mean, that's like I don't know like where that goes. Like, can you get arrested for that if you are like in a public place and unleash 100 cockroaches if they're your therapy pets? See, now we're in weird times, right? So like maybe that's just is the norm, right? It's like, hey, you know what? I'm going through a lot of stress. I need to release 100 cockroaches so they can calm me down, right? Because I have PTSD. Who knows? Who's to say, right? Who's to say? JT, say, if that shit happened in Southeast Asia, that would have been dinner. It would have been dinner. By the way, when I was in Thailand, I ate cockroaches. From my friend's girlfriend was from Cambodia, and she cooked up some fresh cockroaches for me, and they were good. That was like legit good food, right? People don't diss cockroaches, man. They taste good. Rokhemda, you say you like grasshoppers better. Yeah, dipped in honey. Dude, I would eat that. I'd eat that, man. But there's a lot of things that I would eat, right? I also eat kiwi fruits with the skin on them, and a lot of people think that's weird. Let's see. Nope, to see if you say, check out Runes of Beverist. They have brooding melodic metal mixed with drums and reed instruments. All songs about Native American mythology. All right, let me write it down, man. You've convinced me. I like that. I like the sound of that. Runes... I've never heard of them. It's weird for someone to mention like an avant-garde metal band that I haven't heard of, And because I love melodic metal, and if their songs about Native American mythology, then that's perfect. That's right up my alley, because those are another things that typically don't go together, right? I haven't heard many Native American bands that cover Native American mythology, right? That are metal. That's awesome. Thanks for the tip, man. Thanks for the tip. Alex, how have you been, by the way? How's everything going with you? Let's see. Rokohemda, you say bugs are way underrated. Friend mealworms are the bomb. Friend mealworms are the bomb. Yeah, I'd eat them. Kind of like popcorn shrimp. I like popcorn shrimp, but Rokohemda, you can't eat shrimp, man. You're allergic to shrimp. So what are you talking about? Bat is the best? Seriously, it's the best meat out there? I've never heard of people really eating bats. Are you being serious again, or is this like one of the 61.37% of the time where you're just like, messing around, where you're just kind of trolling? And by the way, he trolls in real life. It's not just in this chat that he trolls. He trolls everyone in real life too. He's just constantly trolling. He was one of the original trolls, like back in like 1980. All right. You say, is that the NA version of Roots? The NA version of Roots. I missed the context. Nope. Nope. Cecilia, you say, Tan, you are great. Finished getting all your gifts and ready for family parties. Perfect. It's always a big thing, man. Once you like finally get all the gifts and cards, you get the meals prepped, you get everything ready, for the celebration, right? Because up until that point, it's always madness. It's always a lot of craziness, going through, man. So that's cool that you got everything going. Tell Tay I said hi, man. Tell Taylor I said hi. JT, you say your parents used to talk about how they ate bats and rice filleted rats in the old country. That's cool. It's cool. Sometimes you got to eat a bat. Broke up, you say, no, JT, they are not joking. It's awesome. Hey, we got Lucifero Morbus. Good morning. Good night. Good morning, wherever you are in the world. You just woke up. Yeah, it's 11:51 p.m. I'm probably gonna go to bed in a couple hours. And you're just waking up, man, because you're in, where are you in nowadays? Like Austria or Germany or something like that? You're always all over the world. Like one time, one day you're in Mexico, one day you're in Germany. I don't know where you're at. 6:50 a.m. over there, man. Well, we're about ready to hop into a guided meditation. Good to have you here, man. You're formerly known as Tindereos, right? Yeah. Why did you change your name anyway? Like, I always wonder why people change their names, I've had the same name on Twitch for the whole time I've been here, Evolve Yourself TV. But you change it back to Tindereos. Yeah, I mean, people switch their names, maybe just for variety, to mix it up. Or maybe like if you piss off someone, right? It's like you piss off someone and then you just change your name, or you get banned or something, create a new account. You just thought Lucifero sounds better. Yeah, I mean, Lucifero Morbus is a cool name. That's a cool sounding name. Like, imagine if you named your kid that, right? that would be like, that kid would either not get messed with at school at all, or would get messed with all the time. I don't know which. I mean, I think it would depend on the school that the kid went to, right? But like that, it's a badass name, right? It's definitely a badass name. The new one would be Tindereos Morbus. Cool. I like it. Yeah, how you been? What's going on with you these days? Do they celebrate? Are they celebrating Christmas in Germany? I'm sure they are, because it's like a lot of it's a very Christian country, right? Is that even an accurate statement, or am I just making shit up? Yeah, because don't you guys have that crazy Santa Claus, right? The one that goes and like kills kids and stuff, and is like all demonic and shit like that. I think you guys got the weird crazy Santa Claus. It's like, hey, the gift that I'm going to give you is like, I'm going to eat your eyeballs, right? And that's like, Merry Christmas, right? You guys got that psycho Christmas. Germany's not that religious. Okay, yeah, I don't know how it is in other countries. I'm an ignorant American. But I do want to show you something cool. I want to show everyone out there something really cool. Yeah, Krampus. That's it. Eartha Mama. That's it. Yeah. Krampus is totally very metal. Yeah. But we have the Nectar Ruprecht. I can't even pronounce it. I can't pronounce anything in any language other than English, and sometimes not even in English. Let me see if I can pull up this cool thing in Discord. Actually, there's an awesome thing I want to share with everyone. Some of you saw it maybe already, but some of you have not. Let's see. All right, this is so badass. All right, let's see if I can bring it up over here. Display capture. Oh, gotta go to window capture. All right, so check it out. Chicago style has officially entered Ukraine. The Ukrainian soldiers now understand Chicago style, and they are using Chicago style to fight against the Russians. So now originally I thought that Putin was eventually going to win, like that he was going to make this a long drawn out war, and that he would eventually win. But Putin now the Ukrainian soldiers have learned Chicago style, and they're not fucking around anymore. They're gonna take down. Not only are they gonna kick Russia out of their country, but they are going to probably take over Russia. At the end of the day, Ukraine will own Russia. So yeah, this is just one of the soldiers in Ukraine with the Chicago style understanding. I never heard of Chicago style. Well, hang out in the channel more. You'll hear about it. Chicago is a very interesting place. We have the most murders of any city in the U.S. But not per capita, but just most total murders per any city in the U.S. And people are. It's like kind of like a war zone. But people also are very loving and kind. It's weird. It's like people are kind, but you might get murdered. And we have the best food in the country. So we have the best food. So come here and visit, but you might get murdered. But you might not. It all depends where you go. Like a hot dog, what does it refer to? Well, Chicago style is a little bit of a mystery. It's hard to explain. It's hard to articulate. I guess your best way of understanding it would just be hanging out for a while with me, and you'll start to understand it over time. They say like Chicago style pizza, right? Chicago style like hot dogs, right? And stuff like that, like food. They say it in reference to food, but there's this underlying like Chicago style attitude, and it's very different than anywhere else in the world. It's very aggressive, but it's very loving. It's got this kind of weird balance that and it just makes it right. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what it is. Let's see. Lucifero, you say they probably go back to the status prior 2022. Yeah. Let's see. Lucifero, you say Chicago style to perform an action without wearing pants. You posted this definition, Chicago style, in the Urban Dictionary. Dude, that is funny, man. That is funny. I like it. And there's a lot of different meanings. It's such an ambiguous term that, like that, you can have a lot of fun with it too. It's just, if you're from Chicago, you know what it means, right? But if you're not from Chicago, you'll probably never get it unless you at least visit here for a while, and you'll see the way people act and interact, right? It's hard to explain. Let me see if I can bring up some more. Maybe like one more example of Chicago style. All right, let me try to find one more example of Chicago style, because this is important. This is actually one of the most important things that I talk about on here. I'm kidding, I'm being sarcastic, but let's see if I can find anything Chicago style. There's this one thing in particular that I've been, murder map, deadliest U.S. cities. No, that's not. There's a TikTok. Oh, here it is. All right, let's see if I can pull this up. All right, hold on a second. We're gonna actually have to go to. All right. Okay, hold on one second. I always gotta change the volume when I do these YouTube videos, because otherwise it just doesn't come through here. All right, you guys all ready for this? I hope you're all going to be ready for this. All right, this is serious. This is a serious thing, right? This will explain what Chicago style is. We're not scared of anything, because we're constantly our whole world is constantly basically gonna is basically survival, right? So here, check this out. All right, this will be fun for all of us. All right, we got to make this bigger. Hopefully you'll all be able to hear this too. So how do I maximize this? Oh, what? They're not going to let me maximize this? All right, well, whatever. We're going to have to go with this. All right, ready? Here we go.
You, bro. What you want, bro? You know what I want.
Wait, hold on. I forgot to do something. Oh, no, I did turn the desktop audio. All right. So here we go. Hold on, let me go back to the beginning. All right, so check it out.
You, bro.
What you want, bro?
You know what I want. Give me a cuddle.
I'm from Chicago.
Look at that. Look how
you know what I want.
This guy's freaking out.
Give me a cuddle.
I'm from Chicago.
And that dude completely chills out the situation. That's Chicago style, right? That is total Chicago style. Like, yeah, a Chicago cuddle, right? I mean, it's like we're not worried about if someone's freaking out. We're gonna go up and just give them a hug, We're gonna give them a hug. That's how we do it, Chicago style, Like, that's how we roll. We're just we want things to be good, and we want to make things better for the world, right? Hey, Makawaka is here. How's it going, friend? Makawaka is a streamer here on Twitch. He is a smooth dude. He does like streams where he travels, or he does travel streams. He walks around the neighborhood. He's been around for a long time streaming, man. Definitely check him out. Drop him a follow. How you doing, Makawaka? How's everything going with you, friend? I was just explaining what Chicago style is to everyone because here, I'll show you the picture so you can actually see. Let me go, not this one, but let me go back to, hold on a second. Let's go back to this one. Not this one. Not that one. This one. Yeah. So check it out. Chicago style has officially reached Ukraine. All right. People in Ukraine are starting to use Chicago style tactics to fend off the Russians. So it's pretty cool, right? It's a pretty cool thing that's been going down, right? But yeah, so anyways, so I'm trying to explain what Chicago style is, and it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain what it is if you're not from Chicago. That's all I'm trying to say. Rocco Hem, you say you can't handle the Chicago hug. There is way too much backslapping. Yeah, Rocco Hem has been from Chicago his whole life. You understand Chicago style, right? The Chicago cuddle, man, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. Let's see. Where else are we at? I don't know. Eartha Mama. You're from Chicago. Do I know you? Like, I'm sorry. Did I miss you? Are you a friend of mine? Like, I don't even know. Like, I mean, do I know you like IRL, or are you just from Chicago? Like, I never know. Because like a lot of my friends come in and visit under different names, so I never know. Like, and I forget. Whose name is what. But if I know you, I'm sorry that I haven't acknowledged that I actually know you IRL. But yeah, the Chicago cuddle. You know about it. All right, so Makawaka, you say you have to go to Sacramento in the new year. Oh, you're in the Sacramento area. Cool. All right. Yeah, I don't know anything about California. I mean, I know you have like a lot of different regions. You have like LA, and LA is very different than like San Francisco, and that's very different than like, I don't know, San Diego, right? I've been to a few places in California. My favorite was La Jolla. I liked La Jolla. I think La Jolla is beautiful. Like just sitting on the on the beach, like watching the waves crash in at the point it was perfect. It was perfect. That was one of my most memorable experiences from California, and the people there were super friendly in La Jolla. Yeah, it's a nice area. Okay, I think we're ready for some meditation. We're going to do this because I've been talking for 45 minutes, and I promised all of you meditation. Some of you just came here. Oh, Earth and Mama, it's Abby. Hey, Abby, how you doing? Good to see you, friend. Yeah, I was talking about Inspiritus Alchemy earlier. I don't know if you caught that at the beginning. That's so awesome that you found me. Welcome. Abby is awesome. Abby, you were just filled with warmth and love and kindness. She is like literally like one of the nicest people I know. A lot of the people in that place, Inspiritus Alchemy, are some of the best people I know. We had such a great session tonight. It was a Shabbat ceremony, a Shabbat ritual, and it was the energy in there. Like, and Abby's gonna say the same thing. The energy in there was just perfect. It was so wonderful. It was so kind. It was so loving. I mean, I left there with like such a smile on my face, and I was like, I felt so warm and just happy. It was great. Yeah. Hey, Abby, good to see you. Good to see you. You say you're doing good, man. Your streams really calm you down. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you were able to find my stream and come on aboard. Yeah, we're gonna do the meditation right now. So this is good. Oh, and by the way, this is really cool. My channel Shaman JT Farms made this mala for me for almost 40 consecutive streams. For almost 40 consecutive streams, she put together 3 beads. She's tied together 3 beads for 40 consecutive streams, almost 120 beads here for this mala. And I wear it whenever I do the meditations. And then I also have another thing she sent me, this beautiful fire quartz, right? Look how amazing this is. And I hold this during a lot of the meditations too. And it kind of gives me a boost, right? Eartha Mama, you say it was freaking beautiful, beaming with love. It was pure love. It was pure love. Gina and Joe are they're such wonderful people. I mean, Gina is she's really doing the right thing. I mean, what she does is just incredible. To teach people how to spread love and light in this world is just basically the best thing possible. All right, well, we're gonna hop into some meditation. So let me turn down the lights. All right. And yeah, so you want to be in comfortable clothes. That's something that I don't think I always mention. You don't want to be in tight constricting clothes when you're meditating. You want to be in comfortable clothes. You don't want to you do a little stretching first if your body is tight. You can do a little stretching first. And yeah, I always come out here and I'm talkative, and I get out here and I'm full of energy and whatnot. And then we slow things down and we go to a place of peace and oneness in our hearts. So find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged, or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath count. So take a few more slow, deep breaths on your own, becoming one with the breath. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. When thoughts enter your mind, release them and return to your breath. On your next breath, visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountain peak. Watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. two clouds float together and merge into one. And one cloud stretches apart, dividing into two. These clouds move through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being and exist for a while in conscious awareness before disappearing from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Keep your attention on your breath. Slow, deep inhales through the nose and slow, deep exhales through your mouth. Keep your attention on your breath count. when thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds floating through the sky, eventually disappearing from your mind. And return your awareness to your breathing. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Awakening the inner light within them. So that they may shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is glowing radiantly as one once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Keep your awareness on your breath. It is common during these meditations for your mind to wander. For it to think about the past and the future. When it does so, do not judge it. Instead, release those thoughts and return your attention to your breathing. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which hinders your evolution. Stay true to your breath count. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Feel the love emanating from this location. And the warmth which surrounds your love. Experience the perfect peace residing here. And the joy which accompanies it. In this place of perfect monism, all is one. Opposites and polarities are barred from entry here. Give yourself permission to embrace the perfect love here. For you are worthy of it. Travel deep into this love. Shedding all ego along the way. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe